Everybody loses if Sears leaves Illinois. Sears Holding Corporation in the village of Hoffman Estates currently employs over 6,000 workers, employees who live in the northwest suburbs, spend money in our community, and pay their taxes. If Sears were to leave Illinois, the local economy would be devastated. Imagine 6,000 people leaving the state, not buying products at local stores, and worse, selling their homes. An already difficult economy would be further ravaged by the additional blow. It happened in Detroit, and it could happen here. Without Sears, we would have decreased funding for these services, increased unemployment, and potentially higher taxes. These jobs are critical to the state of Illinois, the northwest suburbs, and the village of Hoffman Estates. We need to keep these jobs. In 1989, Sears decided to leave the Sears Tower. They were looking at options both locally in the state of Illinois and across the country. Most notably, North Carolina and Texas both offered huge incentives to lure Sears away from Illinois.
We looked, as I said in my remarks, at over 50 parcels all over the country.
Governor Thompson led the efforts on behalf of the state to keep Sears in Illinois. One of the key components of that package was the establishment of an Economic Development Area, or EDA. The result of that designation was Sears coming to Hoffman Estates, building a 2.7 million square foot facility, and the 6,000 jobs that are there today. Because of the establishment of the EDA and Sears relocating to Hoffman Estates, an additional 70 businesses have sprung up in the area around Sears, known as the Prairie Stone Business Park. These businesses have brought with them an additional 4,000 jobs to Hoffman Estates and the surrounding area. These 4,000 jobs are a direct result of the establishment of the EDA. Sears supports many businesses not only in Hoffman Estates but in the region. For example, hotels, restaurants, shops, and other service industries benefit from Sears' presence. Sears books 30,000 room nights in hotels every year in the area. Without establishment of the EDA, this land would still be farmland. The EDA paid for the infrastructure that was necessary to develop these lands. The water, the sewer lines, the fire station, the water tower, and the road improvements that were critical to development. A recent article in the Chicago Tribune stated that school districts and other taxing bodies are much better off than if the development had never occurred. Once again, without the EDA, the area would still be farmland. All taxing districts receive a share of the property taxes each year. For example, School District 300 alone has received $21 million in property taxes from the EDA since 1994. And a total of $40 million went to all taxing districts. The EDA campus, now home to almost 80 other companies, has functioned as an economic engine for the region. According to a study, if Sears were to leave, the state would see a $3.2 billion reduction in economic activity. A total of $371 million of EDA tax revenue has been divided and dispersed to the village to provide services to the EDA, the other taxing districts, the bank trustee to pay off the bonds that originally paid for the land and the infrastructure, and to Sears for development costs. The EDA has commercial uses only, no residential units, and no students that have been added to District 300's financial burden. Not one student from District 300 lives in Hoffman Estates, let alone the EDA. So why do we need to extend the EDA? It's simple. There is a real threat that without the EDA extension, Sears may leave Illinois. Columbus, Ohio, Austin, Texas, Washington, D.C., these are just a few of the cities that are talking to Sears. Many states are actively courting Sears, and most states have a better business climate. They are offering similar or better economic incentive packages to Sears. And with the economy in bad shape, there is good reason for these states to actively pursue big companies like Sears. If Sears leaves Illinois, they take with them their $3.2 billion of annual economic impact, which is why we need to keep these jobs in Illinois. We need to keep Sears in Illinois by extending the EDA. This extension will guarantee that at least 4,000 jobs remain at the Sears headquarters complex alone, not just within the boundaries of the EDA, as some incorrectly believe. The 4,000 job guarantee is 2,000 jobs more than originally required by the state. In return, Sears will continue to invest in our community, the area, and the northwest suburbs. Sears will also continue developing the 220 vacant acres, resulting in additional EDA revenue that will be shared with taxing districts in the future. With the EDA extension, taxing bodies will continue to receive millions of dollars in taxes each year. If Sears were to leave Illinois, their 2.7 million square foot complex would be vacant. It would likely remain vacant for years to come. This vacant property would generate substantially less property taxes, which would be devastating to all. Let's be clear. We need to keep these 6,000 jobs in Illinois. The only way to do that is by extending the EDA. Everybody loses if Sears leaves Illinois.